Chandni Chowk. At the heart of Old Delhi lies a timeless artery of history and hustle, Chandni Chowk, the Moonlight Square. Founded in 1650 by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan and his daughter Jahanara Begum, Chandni Chowk was a vision of elegance, where moonlight danced upon flowing canals and shimmered in a central pool. Canals fed by the Yamuna River once lined the Grand Avenue, mirroring the sky. Markets flanked the waters: Urdu Bazaar, Johari Bazaar, Fatehpuri Bazaar, each a hub of trade, conversation, and culture. Chandni Chowk was more than a market. It was the imperial parade route, a stage for the grandeur of Mughal emperors, their entourages weaving through a sea of adoration. Through the tides of time, the shimmering pool gave way to Ghantaghar, the grand clock tower, and colonial architecture reshaped the skyline. The Delhi Town Hall rose in 1863, a new symbol of power. Today, Chandni Chowk pulses with life, a tapestry of narrow lanes, historic kuchas and katras, age-old havelis, and endless bazaars brimming with spices, silks, and stories. Between Red Fort and Fatehpuri Masjid near the towering Jama Masjid, Chandni Chowk binds centuries together, a living museum of faith, trade, and heritage. Smells of sizzling kebabs, the sparkle of gold, the chants of merchants. Chandni Chowk is a sensory voyage through time. Inspired by Amritsar's heritage street, Chandni Chowk is being lovingly restored, a trail where the past whispers through every stone, every flavor, every face. Chandni Chowk, where moonlight once shimmered on water and history still shimmers in every heartbeat. Fatehpuri Masjid. At the far end of Chandni Chowk, opposite the mighty Red Fort, stands a lesser-known yet equally majestic sentinel of the Mughal era, Fatehpuri Masjid. Built in 1650 by Fatehpuri Begum, one of Emperor Shah Jahan's wives, the mosque was named after her birthplace Fatehpur Sikri, the once glorious Mughal capital. Crafted from red sandstone, the mosque reflects the balanced elegance of Indo-Islamic architecture, a fluted dome crowned with Mahapadma and Kalash finials flanked by twin minarets that echo centuries of prayer. The prayer hall boasts 7 gracefully arched openings, the central Ivan commanding attention, flanked by 3 arches on either side, a design both symmetrical and spiritual. On either side, single and double-storied apartments line the courtyard, silent witnesses to a legacy of devotion, learning, and resilience. In the aftermath of the 1857 war, the mosque's fate hung in balance. The British auctioned it, and it passed into the hands of Rai Lala Chunnamal, a Hindu merchant who chose to preserve, not destroy. To this day, his descendants reside in the famed Chunnamal Haveli, a rare symbol of unity amidst unrest. 20 years later, in a gesture of reconciliation during the Delhi Darbar of 1877, the British returned the mosque to the Muslim community in exchange for 4 villages. Today, Fatehpuri Masjid stands as more than brick and stone. It is a monument of survival, of quiet strength, and shared heritage. Overlooked yet enduring, Fatehpuri Masjid watches over the western gates of Old Delhi, where the past still echoes beneath every call to prayer. Begum Samru's Palace. Tucked into the bustling heart of Chandni Chowk lies a forgotten monument, a crumbling echo of power, wealth, and unexpected legacy, the Palace of Begum Samru. Born Joanna Nobili Somber, she began as a Nautch girl in the royal courts of 18th century India, but her story was far from ordinary. A convert to Catholicism, she would rise to rule the Principality of Sadhana, a powerful Jagir near Meerut commanding respect from both Indian nobles and European officers. When Akbar Shah II ascended the Mughal throne in 1806, he gifted Begum Samru a garden in Delhi's Chandni Chowk, a mark of honor for her political might and loyalty. In that garden, she built a magnificent palace, an architectural gem that once echoed with laughter, diplomacy, and the rustle of silk saris. This was not just a residence, it was a symbol. A woman of grace and grit, Begum Samru hosted royals, generals, and missionaries under these vaulted ceilings. Her architectural legacy spanned Sardhana, Jharsa, and here, Chandni Chowk. But fate had other plans. She died without an heir, yet left behind staggering wealth, over 55 million gold marks in 1923, valued at billions in the decades that followed. Today, her Chandni Chowk Palace, now known as Bhagirath Palace, is nearly unrecognizable, hidden behind layers of time and commerce. Owned today by the Central Bank of India, it stands less as a monument and more as a ghost of a grander time. A ruler, a legend. Begum Samru's palace may have faded, but her story still whispers through the corridors of Chandni Chowk. We hope you all liked this 12th episode of Historical Monuments of Delhi. Stay tuned for the next episode. Your friend Ravindra Kumar Gupta, RKG.